Hey, hi, this is Varsha and welcome to the QA World in my YouTube channel. So, this is the first video of my Selenium automation series where I have created a series from very scratch level where I'll show you each and everything from a very basic level to advanced. So, I'll show you how we can create a project, how we can create a framework basically in the Selenium, and what is the project structure we have to use for Selenium, what are the dependencies, what are the jars we have to utilize for writing our Selenium scripts. So here I am using Selenium with Java language. So I hope everyone have basic knowledge, basic oops knowledge on Java. If you don't have, then I'll get some more time for creating a series for basic Java that at least we can use in Selenium automation scripts. Yeah, so let's start.
Yes, so I shared my screen and I have around 9 agendas for this today's videos, and here I will cover one by one, so you will get a proper knowledge in good shape, like how we have to start with automation basically. So my first agenda is how to download and install IntelliJ. And before we are starting with automation, first of all, we have to download and install one IDE so we can start writing our script. And here I'm using IntelliJ because IntelliJ has a very unique features and it is really easy to use. So let me just tell you how we can download this one. And let me just simply write how to download IntelliJ ID, and I'm just clicking on this first one, like jetbrains.com. So it is a very standard website to you downloading this IntelliJ, and it is available for different types of OS. Like if you are using a Windows, then you can simply use this .exe file, and if you are a MacBook user, then you can use .dmg file. And for Linux, there is a one more file. So let me just use for Windows, as I'm using here Windows, and let me tell you what exactly version you have to use here. So IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition is very good for personal uses. So if you are creating this project as a personal use, so you can simply download this one by clicking on this download button. And for now, I have this ID in my local machine, so I am just pausing it and canceling basically. So after downloading this in ID, you can simply install this by clicking on the next button, and after the installation, it will be open like this welcome window. Welcome to IntelliJ IDEA. So there is a multiple things, as you can see: customize, plugins, learn. So you can use this one for your comfortness, like what is the customization you need to use, what is the accessibility, what is the color theme. If you want a dark color, so you can just simply select this one, and if you want light, so light will be selected in this white color. And what is the font size you want to use, you can change this one. So basically you can customize your project based on your requirement. And there is a plugins basically. So using this window, you can also download or add your plugins in your project. Basically, let me just show you, like and I'm typing in Selenium, so it will suggest me the plugins which is related to basically Selenium. So you can simply install and add this plugin in your specific project. And from Learn, you can use this tab, like how to use this IDE feature, what is the advantage of this one. So you can simply go through with this. And here, let me just create new project. So I'm clicking on this new project, and if you already have any project in your local machine, you can simply open with this button. And if you have any project in any version control, like to GitHub, then you can use from this get from VCS. So you can simply import your project here, and you can use that. So, and let me go with this new project. Yeah, so basically here I'm creating Maven project, and I'm selecting this Maven from generator, and whatever name we want for the project, we can give. So here I'm just giving sample Selenium framework. And this is my location basically. So whatever location you want, you can save your project in your locally. And here in the JDK section, you have to provide JDK as it is a Java project. So we are giving JDK here. If you don't have JDK, then you can simply download the JDK by clicking on this button. And if you have any other JDK, so you can add this JDK from here. And for now, I'm using OpenJDK 20 version, and after that, whatever we have to provide in this archetype. So there is a multiple things in archetype, but it is basically related to different requirements. So for now, I'm using quick start, and once we select this archetype, version will be selected by default, and for now you can leave this additional properties, and let's go to advanced setting. So inside this advanced setting, you have to provide basically these three things. So first of all, let me tell you what is the group ID. So if you are creating the project for your organization specific, so you have to give basically your organization name. But for now, we are creating this project for our personal use, so we can just leave it as it is, like org.example, and artifact id is the project name. Whatever project name you are giving here in the inside this name field, the same project name you have to give inside the artifact id, and version it will be select by default. So let me just click on the create button, and my project will be create. And as you can see, few files are loading. So basically it's setting up in this IntelliJ. There is a basically IntelliJ ID feature. It's setting up all the files and folders whatever needed in this Maven project. So and after processing all these files, it will be build this project, and as you can see, build is success. So first of all, we have complete this step, like how to download and install IntelliJ, and let me explain what is our next agenda. That is on how to create new Java project, that I already covered. And what is my third agenda for this video, like how to change project theme. So in this project, this is a basically light theme. If you want some dark theme, so you can change from this settings inside the file. There is a one option settings. So click on the settings. There is a appearance option, and from this there is a one drop down, theme drop down. So you can select Darkula. Let me select it and show you. So yeah, once we select this Dracula, the black theme will be presented. Inside this Maven project, we have basically i.idea folder and src folder. So for now, you can just ignore this i.idea folder. I will explain you later. And inside this src, we have main and test folders basically. So we are keeping our test scripts always inside the test folder. So whatever group ID you are giving while creating a project, the same folder will be created inside your test. So here you can create your test script basically, and inside the main you will create your utilities files, and you can also check the external libraries, like what are the libraries it is added in your project basically, you can see JDK, Java, so many files are there. Yeah. So basically these are the basic structure of this Maven project, and if you want to check Maven specific folders, Maven specific files, so you can simply use one shortcut. Let me tell you, just control plus E. So you can simply press this control plus E if you are using Windows, and if you are a MacBook user, then you can simply press command plus E. So once you press this shortcut, one pop-up will come, and the last option, as you are seeing Maven, so you have to just simply select this Maven option, and then you will get this proper Maven tool window. So inside this Maven window, you can check like what are the options available, like life cycle, plugins, dependencies. So what is the life cycle of your projects? You can get there, and inside the plugins, you whatever plugins install in your project already, you can check there, and whatever dependencies you have added in this pom.xml file, you can also from these dependencies options. So let me just tell you how you can run, or basically how you can build your Maven project. So inside the life cycle there is a one option like install. You simply have to click you simply right click on this install, and there is an option run Maven build. So once you click on this run Maven build, your project will be start building, and it will resolve all the dependencies, all the files is needed based on your project. It will be uh, install and basically up to date your project. And as you can see, like will successful. And after building this project, the target folder will be created in your project. So inside the target there is a some Maven specific folders which we can discuss later. And let me just tell what is my next agenda. Like fourth one we completed, and the fifth one is create a package. So let me just create one package here, and let me close this run window. Let me also minimize this Maven window. And inside the src, and we have a test folder, and we are creating a separate package for this org.example. Like right click on this package, and there will be an option like new. Once you hover on the new, there is a multiple options like what class you have to click, what class you have to create here, what package you have to create. So here I'm creating a package by clicking on this package button. What exactly my package name is, like first script. So the package will be created inside the org example. So here you can use specific packages based on your test script, like what exactly test script you are using. You can create this package basically feature wise. And what is next? So we already covered this fifth point, and the sixth point is create a class. So yeah, the same way you can create a class. Which package you want to create a class, you can simply do right click on that package, and there is a one option new, and inside the new we have option like Java class. So click on this Java class, and here you have to give class name, like here I'm giving this test. So it will be created class name as a test, and your basically Java class is created, and whatever uh, UI script you want to write here you can use. So this way you can create package and class both. And let me tell you what is my sixth point. What is my seventh point? Basically how to build a Maven project, that I already covered. Like from this Maven window, and how we can open this Maven window, there is a one shortcut, Control plus E. So by pressing this shortcut, we will get this pop-up window, and inside the fourth option, you can click on the Maven, and there is a Maven tool window. So from there, inside the life cycle option, you can simply do right click on the install, and there is a one option run Maven build. Clicking on this run Maven build option, you can simply build your project. And we covered this 7 point. What is my next point? So how to add dependencies in pom. Yeah, so this is basically very important thing while you are working with um, Maven projects. What are the dependencies is useful or related to a project? We can add the dependencies inside this pom.xml. Then we don't need to add the jar files in our external libraries. It will automatically handle. So let me tell you how you can add these dependencies. So basically we have multiple options to add the dependencies inside this pom.xml. And as you are seeing the code option from the menu bar, you can simply click on this code, and there is an option like generate. Let me just open the pom.xml. 1 second. Why it is not showing generate? Yeah, so now we are seeing this generate button. Let me click on this generate button. So there is a option like add dependencies. By clicking on this add dependencies, you will get a window, and from the search bar you can simply add like whatever dependencies you want to add here. So let me just add like test ng. If we are giving test ng in the search bar, so it will be showing us some search results, and based on our requirement we can add these dependencies here. So if you have some dependencies in your team, then you can directly import these dependencies inside the dependencies tags. So and you can also download this dependency from Maven dependencies. Let me tell you. Just simply write Maven dependencies. Yeah. So this is the basically standard website, mavenrepositories.com. From here you can get the dependencies. Simply write Selenium, and inside this, let me just click on the search button. Yeah. So you can get around 1099 results for this Selenium. But first of all, we are going with this first one option, like Selenium with Java. So I'm clicking on this Selenium Java option, and the page is loaded. So what is the dependencies we are getting? Like this is a version wise, this is a usage wise. Like we can get idea like what is this dependency when this dependency is released basically. We can also get idea about the stability of this particular version. So as you can see, like as it is a new dependency and 29 people are using this dependency. So based on the uses, you can download this dependency. I'm clicking on this 4.12 version, and these are the steps basically to adding this dependency. Let me just copy this dependency, and I'm simply adding this dependency inside the dependencies tag. And after adding this dependency, we have to run this pom.xml basically. So we can also load this dependence and load this pom.xml from this option, like right click on this pom.xml file, and there is a Maven option, and from this you can select this reload project. So it will resolve all the dependencies based on your project, and what files is needed it will download automatically. So you no need to worry about the adding jars. You just simply add the dependencies, whatever plugins, whatever tools you want to add in your project. You just simply pass the dependency inside the dependencies tag. Then simply run this form.xml. It will load all the files by automatically. So as you can see, like inside the external files, the Selenium related files will be added here. So as you can see, yeah, one second, let me show you Selenium org, Maven's org.selenium, these are the jar files which is used in Selenium projects. So it's already added. Yeah. So let me just go to my agendas. Yeah. So I had covered this eighth one, and what is my next one is how to run Maven project. So basically, there is an option like you can also simply opening this class. There is a once you add a main method or any test engine related specific text, so you will get a run option. But you can also run your Maven from this option, like from the Maven window as well. Inside this install run. So you can simply run this framework by clicking on this run button. It will run. So yeah, this is all about the Maven framework. Here we already got all the 9 topics. We covered one by one, like how to create, download, how to download and install IntelliJ, how we can create new project, new package, new class, and what is the structure, how we can add the dependencies. So these are the basic thing which you need to set up for starting with Selenium automation. As of now, we have covered all these 9 topics where we learn about how to download and install IntelliJ, how to create a project, how to create a package, how to create a class, how to add dependencies basically in pom.xml file. So here we have added a dependency related to Selenium. So now we are good to go for our Selenium first script, and we had learned Maven project, how to run a Maven project basically. So in my next lecture, I will show you how to launch a browser. I'll create a one class and I'll show you how to launch a browser, how we can pass the URL for any particular website to which we want to automate basically. So if you like this video, please share and subscribe my channel, and please watch my next session so you will get how we can start with Selenium. Thanks for watching.